Demographic dividend is the economic growth potential that can result from shifts in a population's age structure, mainly when the share of the working age population is larger than non-working age share of the population. India stands at a demographic crossroads with over 50% of its 1.4 billion population under 25. India has one of the world's youngest population. This demographic bulge represents both a historic opportunity and a formidable challenge. Effectively leveraging this youthful demographic could propel the economy into a higher growth trajectory. However, failure to productively utilize this human capital may result in socio-economic risk as India transitions towards a knowledge economy. Harnessing this demographic dividend through appropriate investment and policy reforms will be critical. Understanding India's demographic transition. India's demographic transition from a high fertility, high mortality population structure to a low fertility, low mortality one has reshaped its age profile, expanding the share of the working age population. As per the 2011 census, India had around 48% of its population in the working age group of 15 to 59 years, while 31% were under 14 years old. The over 60 elderly population was around 9%. The dependency ratio, which is the proportion of the non-working age population to the working age population, declined from 64% in 2001 to 55% in 2011. This lowering of the age-dependent population signals the emergence of a demographic dividend for the country. According to the Economic Survey 2018-19, India's demographic dividend will peak around 2041 when the share of working age, that is 20 to 59 years, the population is expected to hit 59%. India's population pyramid reveals that over two-thirds of the population is of working age, with the elderly comprising less than 7%. This makes India one of the youngest countries in the world. The median age in India is just 28 years. Factors for the demographic transition. Some key factors underlying India's ongoing demographic transition are falling fertility rates. India's total fertility rates has sharply reduced from 5.9 births per woman in 1951 to 2.0 births currently as per National Family Health Survey 5. This is below the replacement level fertility of 2.1 births per woman. Widespread use of modern contraceptives, rising age of marriage, and education levels among women has facilitated this decline. Increasing life expectancy. Better nutrition, healthcare, and income levels have increased average life expectancy from 37 years in 1951 to 70 years currently. Reduced infant and child mortality. Due to improved maternal and child health care, India's under 5 mortality rate has reduced from 379 deaths per 1000 live births in 1951 to only 35 at present. Features of India's demographic dividend. India's demographic dividend has some unique characteristics. Some of them are described here. Large and growing working age population. The working age population 15 to 64 years old in India has surpassed the dependent population consisting of children aged 14 or below and individuals above 65 years old since 2018. By 2030, India is estimated to have over 800 million individuals, projecting as one of the largest labor forces in the world. According to a study by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, India's labor force could increase by over 60% between 2011 and 2036. Rising workforce participation of women. Female labor force participation in India has risen steadily from 19.7% in 2011 to 37% in 2023. Going forward, engaging more women in the productive workforce will be important to maximize the demographic dividend. Uniqueness. United Nations Population Fund study highlights that the window of India's demographic dividend spans 5 decades from 2005-6 to 2055-56. This is longer than any other country, making India's demographic age unparalleled globally. India's demographic dividend opportunity is likely to last till 2055, peaking around 2041 when the share of the working age population would touch approximately 65%. Compared to East Asian economies like China, India's demographic transition has been more gradual. While China saw its working age population share peak around 2010. India's demographic journey is still unfolding, increasing education levels. The mean years of schooling completed in India has tripled from 2.2 years in 1980 to 6.4 years in 2020. Skilling initiatives like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana launched in 2015 have provided short-term training to millions of Indian youth to make them industry ready. Importance of the demographic dividend. The demographic dividend carries tremendous potential to energize the economy and realize sustained rapid growth due to its impact on various facets. Lower dependency burden. A smaller non-working population translates into reduced pressure on expenditure on health, education, etc. This creates fiscal space to invest in economic infrastructure, increased saving. A decline in dependent population raises domestic savings as fewer household resources go towards child rearing. The gross domestic savings rate has improved from 23.5% in 1991 to 30.2% in 2023. Higher savings enable increased capital formation and investment required for growth. Capital formation. As the number of dependents decreases, individuals save more. This increase in national savings rates increases the capital stock in the country and provides an opportunity to create the country's capital through investment. Economic growth is driven by rising domestic demand from increasing GDP per capita and lower dependency ratios. This demand-driven growth has strongly contributed to overall economic progress in advanced countries. For example, China's demographic dividend, comprising a growing middle class and associated domestic demand, catalyzed its domestic-led economic ascent, boost to innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. A large youth population can also be source of entrepreneurship and innovation as the young are less risk-averse and more likely to break new ground. India has the third largest startup ecosystem after the USA and China. Challenges in leveraging the demographic dividend. India faces considerable hurdles in benefiting from its demographic potential due to gaps in education, health, skill development, and employment generation. The demographic window of opportunity has several challenges. Shortage of jobs. India's rapidly growing population needs to be employed, but the economy is not creating enough jobs to meet the demand. As per the periodic labor force survey 23-24, the labor force participation rate is 50.2%. Compromise education and skilling quality. The education system in India does not adequately prepare young people for the job market, leading to a mismatch between the skills of the workforce and the needs of employers. According to the 2018 report by the National Council of Applied Economic Research, out of more than 5 lakh financial year bachelor students aged 18 to 29 who were surveyed, around 54% were found to be unemployable. Poor health and nutrition. A large proportion of the population suffers from malnutrition, poor health, and lack of access to basic health care, reducing their ability to work and contribute to the economy. With a Human Development Index (HDI) value of 0.644, India is ranked 134 out of 193 countries in the 2022 HDI, which is alarming. Infrastructure constraint. A lack of adequate infrastructure in rural and semi-urban areas such as electricity, transportation, and communication system is limiting the growth of industries and hindering job creation. Social and cultural barriers. India's patriarchal society often restricts women from participating in the workforce, reducing the potential for a demographic dividend. Environmental issues. The rapid urbanization and growth of industrial production had a major impact on environmental quality. Measures to utilize demographic dividend. Reaping the maximum benefits of demographic dividend requires favorable policies and institutions along with good governance. Some of the steps that can be taken are: invest more in children and adolescents. India ranks poorly in Asia in terms of human capital spending. It needs to invest more in children and adolescents, particularly in nutrition and learning during early childhood. Health investment. Health spending has not kept pace with India's economic growth. Adequate investment in health can provide a productive workforce, The public spending on health has remained low at 1.2% of GDP, generating employment. Certain policy actions that can be advocated in this regard are: social infrastructure also comprises education and health services that must be improved considerably. Small scale industries. The major problem SSI units is credit and the upgradation of technology. The government initiative is providing higher amounts of credit through schemes like Mudra etc. should be further enhanced. Around 93% of the workforce is absorbed in the informal or unorganized sectors. Hence, it is important to make it easier and more accessible for job seekers to find self-employment in productive work during the transformation of the economic structure into an organized system. Increase female workforce participation. New skills and opportunities for women need to be made a policy priority to increase their participation in the economy. Education is an enabler in bridging gender differentials. Gender inequality in education is a concern. This needs to be resolved. Ease of doing businesses. Creating a favorable business climate with predictable policies can boost private investment and entrepreneurship for job creation. Continuing improvement in ease of doing business ranking will help. Investing in the latest technologies by boosting research and development efforts and supporting startups in areas like quantum technology, blockchain, and the Internet of Things. India can leverage these emerging technologies to its advantage and equip its young people with the skills and expertise to become leaders on a global scale. Address the interstate disparity. Southern states which are advanced in demographic transition already have a higher percentage of older people. This also offers boundless opportunities for states to work together, especially on demographic transition, with the North Central region as the reservoir of India's workforce. For this, a better law and order friendly political atmosphere and security of workers are recommended. Constitute a high-level task force. A high-level task force on the demographic dividend under the direct leadership of the Prime Minister with members from the population, health, education and development fields and representatives of key ministries and corporates can be created.